Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Bodily and I'm a certified ethical hacker. Malware is any program or service installed on a device such as your computer, phone, or even smart device that is harmful to your system. Malware comes in many versions, such as keyloggers, trojans, spyware, adware, worms, rootkits, or even ransomware. There are a few ways an anti-malware program works. Anti-malware may be able to perform static or dynamic analysis against a suspected file or executable. Historically, static analysis used to be a common technique for solutions to use. Most common practice in static analysis is comparing the hash of an executable or file against a list of known bad hashes to determine if it's safe or not. In recent years, and with the evolution of malware in general, a newer technique is becoming more common, known as dynamic analysis. Dynamic anti-malware solutions, often called EDR or endpoint detection and response solutions, detect malware based on behavior, such as registry edits or network calls, to name a few. After stopping a download or process execution, the solution will typically contain or quarantine the file and then remove it from the device. After this, an event will be generated either via a notification to the end user or, depending on your organizational policy, a notification to be sent to your IT or security teams where further investigation may be necessary. That being said, anti-malware solutions are great at identifying and blocking more common threats being malware that has been documented and researched heavily. New tactics, techniques, and procedures, also known as TTP, can prove to be harder to detect for some solutions. In any event, if automatic malware removal fails, you can attempt to manually remove the malware. Depending on what you have available to you, you may be able to restore your hard drive to a previous point in time. Just remember, anything between the date of the restoration and now will be gone as well. As a side note, some malware may have such a deep integration with your device, the best choice may be to wipe the device completely, reformat the drive, and install a fresh operating system. Analyzing malware comes in two forms, static and dynamic. Static analysis is reviewing the components of the malware without running the malware. Part of the analysis will give you a signature-based characteristic, such as a cryptographic hash. The second technique is dynamic analysis. You may have heard of the word sandboxing. The idea is simple. Go execute the malware in a virtual environment that is completely detached from everything else and you observe the behavior. While the malware is executing, either you or a tool may be looking for things such as registry edits, API or network calls, memory writes, process creations, etc. Modern anti-malware solutions are moving to this concept, often coined, again, an EDR solution, endpoint detection and response. Having both dynamic and static analysis in your environment greatly increases your security posture. Having the ability to do both during an incident is key in understanding your impact. Being able to scan across your environment for certain processes, file hash, network connections, IPs, or in more general terms, indicators of compromise, you'll save a tremendous amount of time. You'll also feel more comfortable in knowing you've completely contained and isolated the malware based off of these characteristics. I'm Jordan Bali, and this was an introduction to malware. Bye.